Hello, collective. It's that time again. It's time for another episode of Two Tones Terrifying Tarot Tales. And we're going to continue doing readings for the people involved or people who know people in the Epstein case. Although this next person I'm going to do, there's all kinds of other shit about this guy. So this one might not necessarily have anything to do with the Epstein case, but there is a moment where he interacted with Epstein and gave him advice. We'll see if we find that in the news blips. But we're going to be doing this reading for Steve Bannon. Look at this guy. Man, he looks like a vagrant, right? He looks like a troublesome hobo that might be traveling on trains and going into public restrooms and shitting in the urinals. He looks like somebody who lives at a bus stop, or behind a gas station. And at one point, he was actually in the Trump administration. We're going to read about who this guy is. His name's Steve Bannon. Looks like a vagrant. Looks like a traveling freak. So who is Steve Bannon? Stephen Kevin Bannon is an American media executive, political strategist, and former investment banker who served as the White House's chief strategist in the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump during the first 7 months of Trump's term. He is a former executive chairman of Breitbart News, previously served on the board of the now defunct data analytics firm Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica has a long, dark history that deserves a whole series in and of itself. But Cambridge Analytica is not good. Bannon was an officer in the United States Navy for 7 years in the late 1970s and early 1980s. After his military service, he worked for 2 years at Goldman Sachs as an investment banker. In 1993, he became acting director of the research project Biosphere 2. He became an executive producer in Hollywood and produced 18 films between 1991 and 2016. In 2007, he co-founded Breitbart News, a far-right website which he described in 2016 as the platform for the alt-right. In 2016, Bannon became the chief executive officer of Trump's 2016 presidential campaign and was appointed chief strategist and senior counselor to the president following Trump's election. He left the position 8 months later and rejoined Breitbart. In January 2018, Bannon was disavowed by Trump for critical comments reported in the book Fire and Fury and left Breitbart. After leaving the White House, Bannon opposed the Republican Party establishment and supported insurgent candidates in Republican primary elections. Bannon's reputation as a political strategist was questioned when former Alabama State Supreme Court Chief Justice Roy Moore, despite Bannon's support, lost the 2017 United States Senate election in Alabama to Democrat Doug Jones. Bannon had declared his intention to become the infrastructure globally for the global populist movement. Accordingly, he has supported many national populist conservative political movements around the world, including creating a network of far-right groups in Europe. In August 2020, Bannon and 3 others were arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and money laundering in connection to the We Build the Wall campaign. The defendants allegedly enriched themselves despite promising that all contributions would go to building a wall. Bannon pleaded not guilty and was pardoned by Trump before his trial date. In November 2020, Bannon's Twitter account was permanently suspended after he suggested that top government infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci and FBI Director Christopher Wray should be beheaded. Let me find something else really quick on this guy. Hold on. Here's an article from NBC News. Bannon fires up shock troops for next GOP White House. The former advisor to President Donald Trump spoke Wednesday night to a new association of Republican presidential appointees in Washington. Scores of former Trump political appointees gathered at GOP Social Club Wednesday night to hear Steve Bannon detail how they could help the next Republican president reconfigure government. If you're going to take over the administrative state and deconstruct it, then you have to have shock troops prepared to take it over immediately, Bannon said in a telephone interview with NBC News. I gave them fire and brimstone. Bannon, who ran former President Donald Trump's first campaign and later worked as a top advisor in the White House, said that Trump's agenda was delayed by the challenges of quickly filling roughly 4,000 slots for presidential appointees in federal agencies and the steep learning curve for political officials who were new to Washington. He is not alone in that view. His appearance at the Capitol Hill Club came at the invitation of a new organization called the Association of Republican Presidential Appointees, which was formed to create a resource for future GOP officials tapped to fill federal jobs. There are so many statutes and regulations as well as agency and departmental policies, it can be very overwhelming when you first come in, said Jeffrey Scott Shapiro, a former Broadcasting Board of Governors official who is one of the organizers of the group. This is an organization that has a very narrow, clear, and much-needed purpose, and once it is operational, I think it could do a lot of good, not just for the Republican Party, but for the country. Okay, guys, so one more thing. Trump often rallied publicly about career civil servants and Obama administration political appointee holdovers whom he saw as obstacles to his agenda, referring to them collectively as the deep state. Bannon said he wants to see pre-trained teams ready to jump into federal agencies when the next Republican president takes office. For the most part, that means the tiers of presidential appointees whose postings don't require Senate confirmation. So that's what he's kind of doing right now. Here's some other news blips. Bannon fires up shock troops for next GOP White House. Now the GOP has a coup plan, and Steve Bannon's ready. Steve Bannon said GOP shock troops would be ready to take over state. CU trades on insurrection speaker for a Steve Bannon apologist. Steve Bannon was knee-deep in January 6. January 6 panel subpoenas former Trump officials, including Steve Bannon. Church militant sues Baltimore for canceling protests of bishops. What does that have to do with Steve Bannon? Rolling Stone, Steve Bannon admits he talked with Trump about killing Biden presidency ahead of January 6. Steve Bannon admits he talked with Trump about killing Biden presidency ahead of January 6. Newsweek, Steve Bannon convinced Trump to return to D.C. for January 6. Wow. We're going to do a reading for Steve Bannon. Look at that guy. He looks like the guy your parents told you to stay away from. He looks like the guy who's driving around in that old beat-up van from 1980s, and it has no paint on it. It's just a gray coat of whatever that shit is, where there's not really paint. He looks like he lives in a dirty van, and he looks like he opens the van door up, and he holds out his hand, and he has candy, and he's like, "Come here, little kids, come here, come on in to Uncle Steve's." This guy looks bad, right? He is bad, but he just looks bad. Beauty of horror deck, come to my hand. All right, guys, you know how it goes. One more shuffle and then a cut. We're going to be doing a reading for the horrible Steve Bannon. It already launched my menu. Look at that. Oh, wow. his dark forces are fighting against my my light forces here. This monster, look at this monster. He wants to hide. You ain't hiding, Steve Bannon. We're gonna come get your ass, your vagrant-looking vagabond hobo ass. We're gonna fucking get you. Look at those eyebrows. Look at that. All right, universe. What do you want to tell us about Steve Bannon? Whoa. These just came out. Man. This would have hit the table first. Yeah. Remember what I just read? What did I just read about Steve Bannon? He's been going around the world connecting up and establishing conservative organizations around the world. Steve Bannon is a problem. And he's not just a problem in America. He's a problem for the whole world. All right, this card the rest of these cards are upside down. This is the Six of Swords, and it landed upside down. Six of Swords upside down. And then this one is the Page of Cups, and it landed upside down. Page of Cups upside down. Yeah, his power is pretty strong right now. And this is the Eight of Swords, and it landed upside down. Eight of Swords upside down for Steve Bannon. He's got some reversals here. Let's see if we can get one more card, okay? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show the slides of the different card spreads. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a 5-card spread, okay, guys? So I'm gonna get out another card, and then I'm gonna put up the screen of the list of 5-card spreads, the slide. Okay, hold on, guys, hold on. All right, universe, we need another card for Steve Bannon. We got a lot more cards for Bannon. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna skip I'll skip the 5-card slide. So this came out like this. This card would have hit the table first. The Two of Cups. Wow. This card would have hit the table next. The Nine of Swords. I don't even know where I'm going to put the Nine of Swords at. I guess it can sort of fit there. This card was next, the Two of Wands. Wow, this guy has a lot. This is a huge reading here. I don't even know where to begin with this. I'm going to put these down for now so that we can see these better. Okay. He's got 3 cards that are upright, and he's got 4 cards. No, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are upright and 3 cards that are reversed. So let's look into what his cards say. Look at this guy. Look at his grin. He looks like a monster on Sesame Street. So for Steve Bannon, the world upright. This is what it says. Success in all endeavors is assured. That's not good, guys. Everything is available to you. Success, happiness, harmony. All is right with the world. Whatever you do now will prosper. A career change, a move to another place, a new relationship, recognition, rewards, acclaim. This is the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. You have mastered the complexities of your own inner nature and feel supported by your inner resources. This is a time of supreme self-confidence and victory. You have put your trust where it belongs, in a higher power, and you will reap the rewards. At this time, many possibilities and opportunities are available to you, and you are completely free to choose what pleases you. I do think Steve Bannon has a lot of power, and he doesn't just have power in America. He went around to Europe and got some more power. This guy is one of the most dangerous people in America, maybe the whole world, and he needs to be stopped. For Steve Bannon's Six of Swords reversed. As this is a positive card, the reverse position simply means delays, or that the harmony you are experiencing is internal rather than being expressed externally. You may have come to a new way of thinking about your life, or you may be affirming your old beliefs and attitudes, finding a path that's comfortable for you. Normally, if it was upright, it would have said, this is a time of integration or reintegration. Harmony and ease prevail. New people you can trust come into your life. And this card can also indicate a move or a journey over water. Okay, the destination may be unknown, or the effects of the move may be uncertain, but luck is on your side, and any change you make will go smoothly. So reversed, it's just delayed of that. So he's about to make his move and cross over the pond and leave America and go to Europe. Hold on, guys. And for his Page of Cups reversed, the page reversed shows a fishy situation, something you should look at carefully. If the card represents a person, there may be deceit involved, flattery for gain, an unwanted pregnancy, or secrecy in matters of the heart. Someone may be trying to seduce you. Who would seduce that fucking thing? Look at him. Look at that guy. And you are blinded to the falseness of his or her intentions. Maybe it's a dude trying to seduce him. Or you may be playing the role of the seducer. That's more than likely, right? Toying with someone's emotions. If so, take care. You might get hurt yourself. Hopefully he will get hurt really badly. There's something else out there about how he was advising Prince Andrew, I think, or somebody. He was advising somebody regarding the Epstein situation. He had something to do with telling somebody, giving somebody advice about the Epstein situation. So this guy, he's knee-deep in everything. So here's the Eight of Swords reversed for Steve Bannon. This card reversed is a warning that what is already wrong can get worse, or that a difficult situation is approaching. Make sure all your affairs are in the best possible order. If you've been putting off paying your taxes or getting insurance or settling some legal matters, take care of it promptly. Your well-being depends on using your head and preparing for emergencies and unexpected calamities. Well, that sounds like good news for us, doesn't it? For Steve Bannon's Two of Cups. You are moving in tandem with another person now, and all is going smoothly. Whether it is a romantic relationship or a friendship, there is plenty of accord, mutual admiration, and goodwill toward each other. Ordinarily, this card refers to a love match between the sexes, but it can also indicate a partnership of another sort. You know this guy's in partnership with somebody else. He got in trouble for trying to sell that stupid fake wall that Trump was trying to sell. And he was on a boat off the coast of America trying to stay in the international waters, but I think his ass got caught. And so he's got a partner involved with all this shit. So hopefully his partner, they'll go to jail together. So the other card that came out, extra card, I was trying to go for just 5, but it gave me 2 extra ones. The Nine of Swords, and it came out regular. So the Nine of Swords, upright, indicates that the current is troubled by bad dreams or horrible fantasies. You may not even know where these are coming from. It's coming from me, Steve Bannon. I'm sending you fucking nightmares, you asshole. I hope that you don't wake up the next morning. You may not even know where these are coming from, but deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can recognize and resolve them. Extreme mental torture may result as you are forced to change your attitudes and beliefs by crisis circumstances. This is not at all bad, however, no matter how painful it seems. Remember that 9 is the number of completion. Thus, this card indicates that the changes you are being required to make forecast a better future. Yeah, have plenty of nightmares, Bannon. Hopefully, it's going to force you to become a better person. I don't know if that's possible, though. I mean, you look like something a dog threw up. And then the last extra card that came out was the Two of Wands for Steve Bannon. Look at that Frankenstein. He looks like a Frankenstein. Frankenstein looks better than Steve Bannon. So let's take a look here. What does it say for Two of Wands for Steve Bannon? You are saying yes to a new enterprise. Yeah, we know what's going on. This guy is going to start building more coalitions of far right-wing conservative wacko threats to America and the whole world. This guy, they love authoritarians, they love tyrannical people, and that's what he's building, a tyrannical coalition. That's his new enterprise. And it says that you will achieve ownership, wealth, and good fortune. You've started something and are awaiting results. You may, however, have to deal with some unforeseen problems or encounter unexpected obstacles and opposition, such as a bank loan not coming through, a partner defecting, or a loss of support you were counting on. Sometimes this card can indicate a need to alter your course. Yeah, you know, Hitler and the Nazis kind of surfaced, and they were sort of mildly influential at first, and then it might have been like a decade later, and then they became extremely influential. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We had a right before Trump, this guy Bannon. Then we had Trump. A lot of influence was going on there, and then America lived through 4 years of Trump and said, "Fuck that guy," and got somebody else. So we're in the limbo stage. We're in between. These clowns are regrouping, and they're getting ready to strike again. Look what they did January 6th. So this guy, he's getting ready to, he's gathering up his army. He's getting ready to strike again. We're going to get some clarifications. Hold on. Infernal deck, come to my hand. So we're going to shuffle real quick and then cut. We got to get clarification on some of these cards. I don't know if you can see it right here, but that's close enough. So we're going to cut it in 4. Okay, universe, we need clarification. So, I guess I should try to do clarification for all the cards. It's going to be kind of interesting to try to do that. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the world card for Steve Bannon. I swear it's going to come out like this, but eventually it landed like this. So that means there's no competition. There seems to be no competition in the world for Steve Bannon. That's not good. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the 6 of Swords reverse for Steve Bannon. While I'm doing this, I just want to mention thanks a lot for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And every 100th subscription, I'm going to have a contest, and I'm going to be giving away a free book. I keep forgetting to mention this. So I haven't reached 100 yet. So once I reach 100, I'm going to have a competition, and I'm going to award the winner a free book. So please like, subscribe, and share, and please spread the word. Thank you. Whoa. Whoa. So I got 2 that came out. Anticipation and grief. So, yeah, he's anticipating traveling over the waters to Europe to build up more of his new Nazi army. And I think that that's not working out so well for him. Maybe he's getting some grief over that. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Page of Cups for Steve Bannon. Oh, look at that. So this kind of upside down messenger of love is a little bit of a burden to Bannon. I guess I can put it like this. This is kind of all over the place. I don't get a chance to really, when I want to take a picture of this because it's going to go on Instagram sooner or later. But it's all kind of blocked, huh? That's okay. Let's just keep going. Eight of Swords reversed for Steve Bannon. So it landed like that. Satan. Of course there would be some monster, some evil demon, the devil associated with Steve Bannon's Eight of Swords. It's like bound. He's bound by Satan. Satan has him bounded. Satan has its clutches on Steve Bannon. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Two of Cups for Steve Bannon. Yeah, Satan has a hold of Steve Bannon, the vagabond, the vagrant, the traveling freak, the guy who opens up his dirty van door and says, "Hey kids, I got some candy for you." If you saw this guy roll up in a dirty old beat up van from the 1980s and he opened the door and he's like, "Hey kids, I got some candy for you," would you be like, "Get away from that guy"? Like, watch out. That guy looks like John Wayne Gacy. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Two of Cups for Steve Bannon. Whoa. Okay. Oh, so normally it'd be like this, stagnation, but it came out like this, no stagnation. So there's no stagnation with his weird, creepy love affair. This could be a female in his life. Or this could be him and the relationship he's having with wacko conservatives, or tyranny, or authoritarianism, or dictatorial tendencies and organization. So there's no stagnation there. Okay, we need clarification for the Nine of Swords. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Nine of Swords for Steve Bannon. Damn. Okay, so this came out. So he's trying to abandon his nightmares. He's trying to abandon his. I hope that he's unable to abandon his nightmares, and I hope he has continuous nightmares for the rest of his life. And I hope he only lives till next year. Okay, universe, we need clarification for the Two of Wands for Steve Bannon. Come on, just one more. Come on, let's get a clarification for the Two of Wands for Steve Bannon. There we go. Inefficacy, which is similar to inefficient, but it really is probably not effective. So his that Two of Wands he's got. Hold on a second. Yeah, Two of Wands is about a new enterprise. And it's about saying yes to a new enterprise with the expectation that you will achieve ownership, wealth, and good fortune. So that's not going to be very effective, which is a good thing for us in the whole world. So hopefully his new enterprise will be completely ineffective. That's good, because he's a monster and he deserves to really just drown in a pool or maybe in a bathtub. I don't know. He's not a good guy. He's a bad guy. He should be shaved. Something. Take him to the pet groomers and just have them shave him down, including those evil eyebrows. So let's go ahead and find out what demons are hanging around the monster Steve Bannon. Occult Tarot, come to my hand. All right, guys, let's do a quick shuffle. Sorry for all the shaking. We already know Satan is got Bannon bound. Satan has him bound, so we know that. I'm pretty sure there's got to be at least 2 more demons. Come on, guys. There's got to be 2 more demons hanging around Steve Bannon. I mean, look at him. He looks like a demon. He looks like some kind of weird reject. Okay, universe, can you tell us which demon or demons are hanging around Steve Bannon? Whoa. Asmodeus. Asmodeus. Associated with the King of Wands. Makes men fly into passionate rage and desire. That's Steve Bannon. I think Asmodeus has been around Steve Bannon for a long time because he gets into a passionate rage. Just like when he said that Fauci should be beheaded. Destroys the happiness of married couples. I bet he does do that. And wastes the beauty of virgins. I bet you he's in Jeffrey Epstein's book. And reveals the future. Asmodeus. Well, that's one horrible demon hanging around another horrible demon, right? Okay, universe, we need at least one more, if not more. Tell us as much as you can about the demons hanging around Steve Bannon. I know there's more. I can feel it. My hands are dry. My hands are so dry right now. I know there's more. I know. I mean, Satan's already there. Asmodeus, Satan. I wonder who else. I know there's another one. Let me reposition real quick here, guys. Let's see. What demons are hanging around Steve Bannon? My fingers are getting tired. I think that's what it is. Whoa. I kind of think that was fat fingers, but we know there's demons hanging around this guy. So this hit the table first. Folklore associated with the Eight of Swords. Kills by drowning and can sink ships. Controls the seas and the winds. Will spare any life by request. So I think that when he starts traveling on a boat to Europe, coming back, or whenever he's on his boat, or whatever boat he's been on, somebody's going to end up dying. That's what I think. I think somebody's going to either mysteriously fall off the boat and drown or something. So be aware that I think in the future Bannon is going to be associated with somebody being drowned or dying or falling off a boat, or maybe he himself will fall off the boat. And then the other demon is Citri, which is associated with the Ace of Swords. Inflames men with women's love and women with men's love. See, this sounds like some Epstein shit, right? Causes them to show themselves naked if desired. See, he would need a demon to be able to get a woman naked. Look at this guy. He would need a demon to do that. So that makes sense too, doesn't it? Wow. There's a lot of stuff here on this board. I think this is the most cards I've ever had for any reading. I'm going to try to take screenshots of this stuff. And then when I put it on Instagram, the only problem is these cards are going to be kind of blocked. But I'll have it in the notes, though. So I think this is gonna wrap up. This is one of the longest sessions I've had. It's on one of the worst human beings that exist in the world today. His name's Steve Bannon. No one should be his friend. Everyone should be his enemy. He's very dangerous. They should arrest him if he's not already arrested. And I think that the first thing they should do after they capture him is shave every hair on his body. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up, and this is gonna complete the Steve Bannon terrifying tarot tale. And until next time, I'll see you later.